2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
Oh, I mean, beating Collin Morikawa, it's a tall order. He does everything right. He is the poster boy of tour, not just for his excellent looks, but the way that he stripes that golf ball, the way he holds his putts. Short game is unbeatable. It's a really tall order.
No, I think he's got a golden eye too. 007, watch out. Collin Morikawa's coming for you. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That should set up another chance. Setting up here with a very long putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Well hold. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of. But if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Now over to Collin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. It's time to check on the leaderboard. The first of the par 5s, Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Oh, that impressed me and her. Now let's switch our focus to Collin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Sitting at 2 under, currently in top spot. Oh, almost went in. Oh, well done. What's in front of them, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Collin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Collin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Nicely done. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. This one's going right at the pin here. Let's check in with Lydia Ko from earlier.
Yeah, I got to say, check this shot out, and what a shot it was indeed.
Oh, that's a cracking good shot, as they say over there in UK. Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. Well, you're going to be difficult to catch now if you keep holding putts like that. And that will take her to 5 under. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. How good would that have been if it had dropped? Let's get back to it, shall we? Just 6 feet between her and the hole. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 6 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Going with the 7.
Oh, she's going rogue. Bit of extra club gone against the caddy's advice. Let's see.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Now 6 shots in front after that hole. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
That's tiny. What's she facing with this shot, Henny?
This one, well, she's looking at about 105 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Outstanding shot. High quality. Beautiful shot. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens in regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Well, the leader is really starting to gap the field now. They're 10 strokes ahead. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds, out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Two big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. That's a delightful little fade, that. An eagle putt awaits. And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field. Currently 12 under for the round. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Just a simple tap in for birdie. She's currently sitting in first place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. Oh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Getting ready to play their third. Now over, and there it goes from the sand. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
It was on a good line. Okay, time to return to the action. Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity. Yeah, this is some high-quality golf. Down the putt goes, and it's 15 under par, heading down the stretch.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Not a bad line, this one. Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Going with the 5-wood. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get to 17 under the card with this putt. That was a gallant attempt. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. But this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Quality shot, that one. Plenty of daunting approach shots on this golf course, Rich, but this one at the last is as tough as it gets.
It is, Luke. When the pin is up front, there's just not a lot of room for these players to work with, both left or right. When the pin is in the back part of the green, you do have a little bit more room, but you have to favor long and left. We've seen too many golf balls come up short in the penalty area too many times over the years.
And with this putt, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
Sometimes you've just got to stand and applaud. That was a performance for the ages.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi, Luke. I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin. Going for this green in 2, Rich, it's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it...
Oh, it's in the hole. And for birdie. Oh, here she goes, marching up the leaderboard. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. She's currently in 5th spot. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, That bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
So close to getting a share of the lead, but gone with that effort for birdie.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's 1 stroke behind her rival in this event.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, well played.
Love to see it. They hadn't been making anything all week long. Finally got one.
The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
And with that hole, she's now the solo leader of this event. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
15 feet to the cup. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, she'll move to 5 under par. And that puts her in first place. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left. Second shot out to the right. Sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Well, that's a handy shot. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 2. That's nicely done. And a good look at a birdie here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards to the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short second shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your second shot is the correct distance.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Oh my. Will she be able to get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Let's return to live play now. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
And now we go to the 15th, where this happened just a moment ago.
Fantastic touch on this one.
Well, that's high quality. I'm sure they're aiming for it, but for it to go in, that's awesome. Putting for birdie here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. We've arrived at a par 4.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Handy effort, that one. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
That's a great putt to make. She's on fire today and is building her advantage. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She got one back on that last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you. If you knock it in the water, good luck. Enjoy.
Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with John Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots. Let's head to the finishing hole, this wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, what a gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish bull.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. Currently at -3 for the event. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. 4 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Currently 4 under for the round. The 4th hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
On a nice line.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, yes! What a shot.
Oh, look at this flop shot. What a shot indeed. Took a chance and rewarded. Nicely done.
Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 5th is no snap.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it?
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently in the lead. A wonderful shot. Well played. A chance for birdie here at the 6th. 8 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking well.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers. And I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1 because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete. You just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That could play. Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And that's 8 birdies today. And with that hole finished, they're currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard. Lexi Thompson holds 2nd. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Second shot here on the 11th. She's a top quality player, this one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
She's got a nice little 14-footer here. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And down it goes for an eagle. Glancing at the scoreboard, and they're currently sitting in first place. Lexi Thompson holds second. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Pretty good shot there.
Time for the second shot at the 12th. This one looks to be heading towards the green.
Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. Still in the lead now after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
A couple under at this stage. Currently, oh my, how about that for a par?
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
Lining up the birdie putt here. Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
She's currently in first position. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. That one's heading down Broadway. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Great looking shot this. Terrific shot into the 15th, and a chance for birdie. A look here to get to 18 under the card with this putt.
Looking better.
Here she goes again, making putt after putt. Her lead just keeps extending.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. Any misses out to the left, you're going to find the trees and all sorts of trouble. It has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Oh, almost went in. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Good looking putt. Well, that'll play. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Opting for the 5-wood. Outstanding approach shot. What an opportunity to make a birdie. What an effort. Add another shot to your lead. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently in 3rd place.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
This should play. Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie. She holds this, she'll win it all. And as that putt drops to the bottom, Rich, they are now the Valspar champion. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance, what a win. I mean, just this player was just amazing all week long.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hello, Luke. Looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with her playing partner this week.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beam doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Such soft hands.
Currently 2 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green is perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
This is a 12-footer here. This is their look at birdie. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Well, that's an early statement right there.
This player is putting for fun.
Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Looks good off the blade. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Sitting at 3 over par, trying to break into the top 20. And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by 3. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Going for less club here.
Well, Take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Here's Tiger Woods. Oh, that one just missed the hole. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, she'll move to 6 under par. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
That is hunting for the hole. And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured, their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now, 5 shots up after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here. But TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy, like it's you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at a PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
Going with the hybrid.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, she's got roughly 115, I'd say. This player showing 0 signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Wonderfully played. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the course with the live action. Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game, and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Nothing as beautiful as a tiny fade.
That's some good golf right there. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
She's got to be careful this doesn't run away from her here. It's downhill.
Super shot, that. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
That is absolutely spot on.
Second shot here on the 14th hole. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh. Let's get back to it, shall we? So exciting to have an eagle putt here. Hey, that's a chance. Oh, she's making it look easy. Holding putts with will. And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now. And this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in second place. And this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. From around 180 yards out. Oh, good shot that, right inside the range.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, terrific. What an effort.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Well, this one's right at the pin. Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. As we get down the stretch, San Antonio, there's a number of options that can be taken. This 17th's a fascinating hole.
Luke, if it's playing downwind, a driver is a must. If it's back into the wind, take out the iron for safety.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Now this putt to get to 18 under par. Oh, that's good grit there.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in too, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. And here we are with the third shot. Everything on the line with this putt for her. This is buckets. Ah, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for green. Oh, come on. This would be a good one to hole. A chip for the tournament. Don't sweat that last opportunity. This is another one to knock it in and win the tournament. When you're good enough to tame TPC San Antonio, you deserve to don the cowboy boots and big champion's hat. Congratulations to our Valero Texas Open winner.
Time to take those out and do a little two-step and on to the next tournament. Luke, what a win here in Texas.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Yes, but they certainly have to make the most of every moment they get, because there'll be very few today. Fire up. This is a big rivalry, this one. Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 155.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first. Good putters will make these right on 5 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
And now we have this player currently sharing top spot on the leaderboard with the legendary Tiger Woods. Okay, let's take it down to John McCarthy, who seems to be hiding behind a tree here. John, you've been getting familiar with this golf course. What will the players be dealing with this week at Lone Grove Golf Course?
Well, Luke, as I walked the course, checking it out this morning, the one thing that is immediate is this course is full of elevation changes. Not only throughout the holes either. It's like even when you get to the greens, the elevation changes can get you. These greens are dynamic, and that is putting it very lightly. You really have to plan out your approach shots into these greens and make sure you don't leave yourself in trouble. Some of these greens can straight up reject a poorly executed approach shot just from the contours of the green alone. Other times you may leave yourself on like the wrong shelf of a green, making the next putt nearly impossible. These greens can really play tricks on you here at Lone Grove Golf Course, and I'm looking forward to see how the players deal with it today.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This putt coming up is for birdie. Looking really good, this one. Wonderful shot. Currently at 3 under for the event. This hole is a par 5. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Well, Rich, it's only mid-season, but you've got to like the way the player has been performing so far.
Yeah, look, this player has played so solid all year long. It's well within the top 125. I don't see any issues of this player not making it to the Tour Championship. I'd safe to say they're going to go ahead and move on.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently in the lead by a shot. Ooh, that almost went down. A birdie putt awaits. And just now, it's Tiger Woods coming off a birdie at the last, and it moves him to within just 2 strokes of top spot.
Gunning for the lead now, Luke. This one could get very interesting.
Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
This is full send.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Sitting at 3 over.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely to the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. It's got a chance. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 5 under. She's currently sitting in 1st place. Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, Rich, all the way back there at the tips.
Yeah, no bunkers on this tee shot. Plenty of room to hit it both right and left, but if you miss it wide one direction or another, you're going to find all kinds of troubles with those tall trees. Just that one bunker that fronts the left-hand side of the green here. Again, though, a lot of runoff areas around this green makes that second shot so much more difficult to get it close.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This putt is about 8 feet.
Looking good so far.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take her to 6 under. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in 1st place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's 2nd. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3. Good shot there, Beamer. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Oh, that's a nice line. And with it, she's going to extend the lead on the field. And with that, she'll move to 7 under par. Incredible. Still in the lead now after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. This one from about 160 yards out. And choosing the 8-iron here. That's a good-looking shot there. This putt is about 17 feet long.